Hey everybody, I have a new recipe here that I wanted to share with everybody. School's going to be starting here pretty soon for just about everyone.
Somewhere out there's a kid crying, "Show me a consonant. Teach me pi r squared."
And when that happens, usually all hell breaks loose with trying to coordinate schedules for pickups and drop-offs and sports and all that kind of stuff. And it's kind of hard for people to spend a lot of time sitting around the dinner table and eating a home-cooked meal.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So my intention when I share these recipes is to try and find things that are quick and easy to make, things that you might be able to prepare ahead of time, throw in the fridge and then have for the next day. And things that are time consuming as well, so you don't have to spend a lot of time in the kitchen and have all these lengthy recipes to prepare food. So anyways, with that being said, I found a recipe here I don't know, a couple months ago.
Excellent!
Out of Cooking Light, and what I'm going to show you guys is actually kind of a variation of the recipe that I found. The recipe in Cooking Light is called penne rigate with spicy sausage and zucchini in tomato cream sauce. And the way I make it is a variation of that. My family's not real big on spicy foods, so I kind of have to back off a little bit on how hot I make some of the dishes. So I don't really have a name for what I'm going to make. I just kind of throw everything into a pot and just kind of hope for the best, I guess, and it always turns out really well. I'm going to use, so I guess we'll call it penne rigate with sweet Italian sausage and spinach in tomato sauce. Now the reason why I like this recipe is because you can kind of interchange a lot of different ingredients. It's really pretty versatile. I do use zucchini sometimes, although I don't have any right now. There's 3 veggies that I always have on hand during the week, which is onions, mushrooms, and spinach, because I use them in a lot of different dishes that I make. So towards the end of the week, when things start to go a little bad, like my mushrooms, or maybe if I have some chopped up onion somewhere, or even some spinach, it's really easy just to kind of throw everything into a pot, cook it down, and then put in a protein or maybe even a carbohydrate with it, and it's pretty tasty. So anyways, let me show you the ingredients that I have here. Okay, like I mentioned before, one of the reasons why I like this is because there are not very many ingredients with this.
Hell yeah.
You can see the Jenny O sweet Italian turkey sausage. This is the healthiest bet that you can get for doing this. However, you could, if you don't like the turkey sausage, you could use, pork sausage, I guess, although that's not very good for you. You could use ground beef, you could make chicken, pretty much any kind of lean meat you could throw in there and it would be pretty tasty. I just happened to have some, this mini penne pasta there. That was what was in the cupboard. You don't have to necessarily use that in particular ones. You can use rotini or, whatever it is that you want. Some spinach, and then this is some diced tomatoes with basil, garlic, and oregano, so that we don't have to worry about adding any other spices to it, unless you choose. And then just a can of tomato sauce. And I got a few mushrooms and onion already cut up over here. I want to time this to see just how long this recipe is actually going to take, because I want to prove how quick it is to do everything. So I know everything is backwards in this, but right now that reads 3:59 p.m. So we're going to see if we can get this done in about 30 minutes. First step is really easy. Grab your frying pan or whatever you got, get the heat going. Now these sausages are in casings, and they come out really easy actually. So if you just pinch the middle and twist, you can see it's starting to come out. So take all your sausages, get them out of the casings, and then get the meat browned up in your pan first. So this is what we got going on right now. You can see it looks like there's a lot of spinach in here, but you're going to see in a few minutes that it's really not that much at all. We're going to let the steam cook this stuff down and saute it up, get it nice and soft here, and then throw the sauce in just a minute. And see how fast the spinach cooked down.
Damn!
In fact, before I grabbed this to record, I even put probably 2 more handfuls in here and kind of ripped it up before it went in. You really got to put a lot of it in there if you want it to show up in your dish. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my sauces real quick, throw those in, and then let it simmer for a few minutes.
To simmer down now?
I'm going to put in a can of tomato sauce, and then also a can of diced tomatoes. And I'm not going to drain anything. I'm just going to dump them right in there and then let it simmer. Probably actually could have used a smaller can, maybe about half this, which it's not really going to matter. Just kind of a preference if you don't want that much sauce in there. Now, really that's just it. Now this just has to heat through. I'm going to let this simmer for just a few minutes, and then I'm just waiting on my noodles to finish up, and then it's going to be ready to eat, or you can let it cool and store it for the next day. So I'm going to let this sit for a minute, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like as soon as it's done.
All right.
My noodles just finished up. I got those drained. I threw them in the dish, and now we're good to go. You can either eat it right now hot off the stove, you can let it cool, you can throw it in a baking dish and put it in your refrigerator so you have it ready for tomorrow night's meal. So that way when you get home, all you gotta do is just throw it in the oven and it's already cooked. It just has to heat through. I mean, at that point, you know, that's maybe 15 minutes for the next day's meal and you're ready to eat. And I did it in actually less than 30 minutes. All right, let's have a look and see what this looks like. Looking pretty tasty.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about.
Hopefully you can see this. We are exactly at 4:30. And I already got all my mess cleaned up. So in the meantime, when all that was cooking, I put away all my dishes, put all my ingredients and stuff away, and we're good to go.
Like a boss.
Hopefully you guys like this. Give it a shot. Let me know what you think. And enjoy. We'll see you in the next video.
Yeah.